and gentlemen, please welcome to the America Gardens Theater, the last madman of rock and roll, Paul Revere and the Reader.
After school. It was called Where the Action Is. Oh, baby, come on. Uphill both ways. Only in Disney could they pull that off. All right. Anyway, I think we're going to do a lot of our old hits. Sometimes people say, why do you do so many old hits?
Why do you do so many old hits?
Ain't had a new hit in 40 years. That's what we do. Hello. Sick. Because of what the sound, Steve. Big romance has been getting the Well, those are big hits. Wish I had a dollar for every time we've done them songs.
You do?
Yeah, but I always got to check. You get old, you get paranoid. All right, boys, you're looking good. And you sound pretty good. But it's not how you sound, it's how you look. Okay? Man, everybody's admiring my coat. I got recognized over in Japan.
You did?
Yeah,
Really?
I was the only guy over there wearing this outfit. The guy says, hey, didn't I see you on TV at 4 o'clock in the morning? I said, no, that was William. He's got a coat like mine.
Oh, no.
Yeah. William and Kate, they got married. Hello. Come to the world. Okay. All right. You know, we're gonna do an old Raider hit now that sold millions. Millions and millions. And it's one of my favorite old Raider songs called "Good Thing," and it goes just like this. Did you look at the people's faces when we ran out on stage? I think what it is, it's not the coat.
No?
It's the pants.
Oh.
They're amazed at old men in tights. Yeah. These pants are tight. Let me show you what they look like before we put them on. I always have to show them. God bless spandex. Amazing thing. All right. Okay, Mickey's here somewhere. What do I wear under these? Hey, depends. Okay. Hey, sit. Okay. Depends on how I feel. Okay, now, what we're going to do is one of my favorite things. We're going to do a medley of a couple of songs dedicated to special people. Special people, all right. Because we love our veterans. We always have a lot of veterans in our audience. And so, hey, all of vets, raise your hand. How? Look at it. Wow, right. Hey, let's go have some fun in Big Mexico over there. We can take it over. Okay. Anyway, special for the Vietnam vets. They never got to welcome home, so we always give something special for our Vietnam vets. And we're going to take you on a ride in a Huey helicopter and play a couple of songs I hope you remember from the old days. Ready? The Huey helicopter. When you're over to Vietnam, this is the first thing you heard in the morning, the last thing you heard at night. You might hear this song on Armed Forces Radio.
Something happened in here, but it ain't exactly clear. There's a man with a gun over there, telling me I've got to beware. Things don't stop. What's that sound? Anybody know what's going on?
me go and invade Italy. I'm hungry. It's the only way to get a seat over there. Okay, we're here to eat. Okay, all right. Now, I take, boy, you okay?
Yeah.
I get paranoid. I get old and get paranoid. Every time the band starts moving around, something's broke. Something's broke. Everything's good. All right. Well, we're going to do one of my favorite things in the whole wide world. Oh, that last song, by the way, Gotta Get Out of This Place, was written by Barry Mann and Cynthia White. And they wrote a lot of great hits. They wrote Lost That Love and Feeling for the Righteous Brothers, Soul and Inspiration for the Righteous Brothers, Hungry for us. Yeah, and then they wrote another song for us, and we're going to do it right now. It's called Kicks. Here we go. Just like they were on the records, and I love that part. This is Doug Heath, 38 years in the band. Doug Heath on the guitar. Good one. From Seattle, Washington, by the way. Did you do your dance? Just because it's hot doesn't mean you can't do your dance. Okay. Yeah, it does. Okay, and then his little buddy over here. These guys have been working in the same band together since they were in the 7th grade. Also from Seattle. He's been in the band almost 38 years. This is Ron Foose on the bass. Show what you do, Ron. He used to do that with his whole body, but the bottom half don't work anymore. Okay, and of course up here on the keyboard, how you doing, Bear Big Dan? Danny, he's from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Been with me over 30 years. Nice to have for Danny Krause on keyboard. He plays the keyboard. He plays all the parts. My fingers sometimes I forget. And he can sing high. And he can hit notes only Pluto can hear. I'm telling you. All right. Oh, Pluto heard that one. Okay, now over here. Whoa. Okay, we're done. Okay, we're moving over to the drums. Nobody gets a bigger kick out of me than me. Okay, all right, on the drums here, I love this guy. I've known him for about 30 years, and for 28 years, he was the drummer in another band called the Buckinghams, and now we stole him. Yeah, there's Tommy Sheckle. Nice name for Tommy Sheckle. Boom, Tommy Sheckle. He's with the Buckinghams for 28 years. And then one day he said, I don't want to be a buccaneer, I want to be a buccaneer. I said, come on, kid, these pants will fit anybody. Okay, all right, now I got him all the way to the lead singer. Oh, time flies. Well, look at him, what are you doing? He's surfing. What does that have to do with anything? Oh, that's what it is. He's from Daytona, Florida. Oh, surfer. See, the band knows things that I didn't even remember. Okay, Daytona, Florida, and he actually started out. He was with a band that started in Orlando, and he was the original guitar player for the Backstreet Boys. I love the response from the people my age. Okay, it's all right. I hired him anyway. All right. And then for 10 years, and I can't believe he pulled this off. You must have been wearing a gray wig. But for 10 years, I swear, for 10 years he was in a group called the Letterman. Now, they did a lot. Man, I'm telling you, he must have had a gray wig. All right, anyway, I just love this guy. He's a baby raider. He's under 50, so that's a baby. All right, and Darren Dower. Let's give it Darren Dower. Good boy. Healthy looking guy. Raised on the beach. When he was a young teenager kind of guy, and in college, he was a lifeguard in Daytona. Yeah, they fired him because he kept saving girls that didn't need saving. Oh no, you need mouth to mouth. Sorry. Okay. Okay. All right. That's enough. They're starting to look for things to throw at me. Okay. Stop. Okay, we're going to do the big one. This one sold 5 million copies for my little band. 1971. 40 years ago. Big grand night. Right over there in Magic Kingdom. You can bet it up.
We took the whole Cherokee Nation. Put us on this reservation. Ways of life, a tomahawk and the bowie knife. Taught them English to locked us on this reservation. Oh, I wish it had been time. I'm still living Jesus. Cherokee people, Cherokee tribe. So
performance at the America Gardens Theater for Paul Revere and the Raiders. We invite you to return for other upcoming performances during the Epcot Flower and Garden Festival. And we hope you enjoy the rest of your visit here at Epcot. Thank you.